16 more years, and then the mining of Bitcoin go be deceased.
People say the love of money is the root to all evil and all of that. And I think that's true for people who got money. But for people that's in the hood, from what I see, it's the lack of money that's the root to most evil. The people who lead the hood and talk about the hood and y'all got money and all this and that, well, what I'm doing, that's saving you from getting robbed or plotted on and stuff like that.
Kept going down.
That ball was up 20, about 20 bands, y'all.
Yeah, I was up 20. The man got in office, you heard me? That Wednesday, Monday, whatever it was, by that next week, he got in. My whole option portfolio, that bit come down 96%.
Yeah, I remember.
You heard me? That's what made me get like 40 on. I say, what? That 10 grand turned to like about 50 though, just off that one plate. You feel me?
Yeah.
We ain't never had access to this much information, never in the world. You know what I'm saying?
And tools.
So,
and we got tools like AI and stuff like this now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, our people didn't have this back in the day. Our ancestors didn't have access to this. I was on crypto in 2017, but I just put a little into it. I bought some Litecoin, a little something. I was just playing around. I didn't really pursue that like I should've. I'm so focused on music and YouTube and this and that, just being an artist and content creator.
I put like 60% of my check in 401k for like 10 months.
Ooh.
Billionaire gave a nigga that information, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's for free. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely say
that's for free. He put, I'm just saying.
This how you bless the hood.
Yeah, I paid $1,000 for the information.
Niggas talk about giving turkeys.
Yeah.
And man, this how you bless the hood.
I paid $1,000 for them.
Turn it in the mouth. Turn it in the mouth. Stack, flip it. Turn it in the mouth. Go get that dough and we gon' turn it in the mode. We up and go and we gon' turn it in the mode. We make that cash flow and then we turn it in the mode. No, we ain't running low cause we gon' turn it in the mode. This the new gold rush, right before it blowed up, so don't be looking back saying why nobody told us. BTC, ETH, I'ma load up, but everything on hold till I get my soul up. Trapping in the markets, we don't rock, slang, but yeah, we on the block, that's the block chain. We ain't gotta hide a thing if the cops came, and our pockets getting swole, yeah, we got gains. In my click-house, trapping in my click-house. In my click-house, grinding in my click-house. 24/7, doing a whole lot of numbers, get the bag then
nice
flip it, I don't know how to fumble.
Turn to the most DeFi Click-house type shit. You want a hook or a chorus? Look him up, man. He the sickest, goes right.
Yeah, man.
Tell it.
Hey.
Goes right for a lot of people, man. He the sickest.
SouthSideBlack.
Check him out.
Black, man. All together, no spaces.
Check him out.
Hey.
Tell it.
Man, I'm talking about, we gotta get it, man. I'm talking about this right here. This the video that's really teaching the hood about some revolutionary things, some revolutionary technology, and some life-changing opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And you could stick with the old way of doing things if you satisfied with how things is, or you could adapt to this new way and get this money and utilize it in an effective way where it's helping you do a whole bunch of stuff faster. And I'm talking about opportunities that you don't have access to with this old way because you need 25,000 and you can't do this unless you have this and all of that. You ain't got to worry about all that over here, man. So we teaching the hood about crypto and DeFi. Hey, man, this we finna lay it all on the line. So me and Wu, don't say that we didn't do this for y'all.
Put it out there.
At the top of 2025.
Is it? This the time. And we had a pullback consolidation phase. Man,
yeah.
You know,
so
it is what it is.
And that means it's a good time to be buying.
Time to get in. Facts.
It's a good time to be loading up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You don't want to see people go to buy when it's high, when everybody talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the time you need to be taking profits and selling some at least.
Right.
You know, but you go to buy when everybody talk about it. You already too late most likely.
Yeah, you buying the red, selling the green. Yeah. That's how it go.
Yeah, buy low, sell high. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? But
make them bitches multiply.
The way we gonna do this, first of all, I got my notes. I'm gonna keep this brief, and I got a little disclaimer, but I just want to say, one of my main mission is to heal the hood, bro. Because people say like the love of money is the root to all evil and all of that, and I think that may be true for people who got money, but for people that's in the hood, from what I see, it's the lack of money that's the root to most evil. So what I do is I educate and inspire, motivate and inspire others to sacrifice right now for a greater later in order to create the life that you desire, because you getting your own bag. You ain't worried about trying to be jealous of this dude, trying to go rob this dude, or none of that. And if everybody living the life that they desire to live, you know, then the better the world will be. So that's my way of making the world better. You know, so even for the people, the people who lead the hood and talk about the hood and y'all got money and all this and that, well, what I'm doing, that's saving you from getting robbed or plotted on and stuff like that, from me doing what I'm doing. So it literally benefits everybody with me doing what I'm doing. And I come from the hood, I come from the ghetto, but I didn't remain a product of the hood. And what I like to do now, I like to call myself Robin Hood Black, because I really take information and knowledge and wisdom from the rich and successful, and I give it to the poor and or whatever, middle class. I give it to the underdogs, for the people that's at the bottom, you hear me? Because that's who I represent. Me, if you don't know who I am, SouthSideBlack, positive hip-hop artist, visionary, revolutionary, and leader of the Turning Into Mo movement, you hear me?
How they got
You know, I'm going to say that. And my dog Wu right here, you know, he DeFi, crypto, economics. You heard me? I'm talking about when it comes to turning into Mo and just money and stuff. I'm gonna let you do your own introduction. I'm gonna let you do your own introduction, but yeah, man, that's this blockchain and all of that. Yeah, man, this the new wave and stuff, and he didn't put in years already studying and doing what, sacrificing doing what a lot of our people do not want to do. I won't properly introduce my dog Wu, man. And we sitting down, we got a lot, both of us got a lot going on when it comes to the bag and economics and doing what we doing. We got a lot going on. So we sitting down and it's meaningful what we doing, because we giving y'all time that we really don't have to give y'all for free. You know what I'm saying? Because we really want to help our people and make change and make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So
and it really ain't a game. It ain't no game, for real.
Yeah.
It's real serious.
So tell them, just tell them a little bit.
I feel like this, I feel like like using me for example, you know, I'm kind of late in the game. I've been, you know, out shit like all my life, but I'm kind of late in the game in this, learning this knowledge on gaining, you know what I'm saying, creating wealth and how to do it and how to keep it and so on, so on. So like, you know, you got to kind of like put your head down and get in it all the way and just stay consistent and learn. And that's what I've been trying to like, just, you know, craft a blueprint on the quickest way to get to that freedom, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like crypto is the fastest horse in the race.
And speaking of that, you know, what we say is our experience and our theories, but it's not personalized financial advice. We not financial advisors.
Do your own research.
Yeah, do your own research. Because like, we don't know your personal situation, first of all. You know, everybody's situation different. So you gotta do what works for you. So ain't no way we can give you personal advice without even knowing your situation. So with that said, what kind of got you into crypto? Because people hearing about crypto, they like, yeah, Bitcoin, all this and that. But what's something what got you to like, man, let me start really looking into this crypto stuff?
Really? Well, to be honest, I was already kind of, I wasn't really in it, but I was listening to Earn Your Leisure or whatever, and Mark Cuban jumped on there or whatever, and he had the little thing, and that's when Polygon and all that was kind of big, and he was like, I give advice, you know, to anybody who kind of, you know what I'm saying, into this world right now to learn everything you can about decentralized finance, because you go be a step ahead of these paper guys, Wall Street guys. That's what he said. And say, bro, show us his thing, bro. When it happened with the trap thing, and he was using the traditional way of predicting his little model, and I used this way, the decentralized, you know, financial way, crypto way, or whatever. I say, and I say, yeah, that's it. That's the beginning of the end for them.
What year that was?
That was just last year. That was just now. That was just.
No, I'm saying as far as.
Oh, that was like 2021.
21.
That was like 2021 or something, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But like, really what got me kind of started, like, that was like when COVID happened though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you know, it was a bad time, you know, but it was kind of like, you know, the best thing that happened to me. I was working in a plant at that time though, you know what I'm saying? So after that happened, they shut the little job down, boom. And so I fucked around there. I'm just on YouTube. I ain't never been no YouTube nigga, no phone nigga, none of that. I couldn't even tell you what really I wasn't never that type of guy, you heard me? I be outside and stuff like that. So I'm on there watching Breakfast Club. It was certain little things, you know, they could watch, like Breakfast Club, one of them I check out every now and then, so I'm on there, and then Master P jump on there, you heard me? So P jump on there, and he like, he did a little recommendation. That one thing I always did was a good student, you heard me? I take advice, you heard me, and won't make the same mistakes I see somebody else I know fuck with. I ain't never did that. It just take me to see you make a mistake, and I learn from that. That's just how I get down. You feel me? That's just how I rock. I always been like that. But yeah, so he was on there. So he was like, yeah, man, boom, 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 man, it's going off here. Like, yeah, I tell all my people, man, just learn everything you can about financial literacy and this and that. So I'm like, I don't even know what financial literacy is, really. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, man, just Google it. That's what the nigga say. And that's what kind of caught my attention. He was like, man, just Google it, man. And so, boom, after it had went off, I'm just sitting there. Man, so I Google, I'm like, man, what is financial literacy? You heard me? It was 2020. Cool. I'm like, man, what is financial literacy? And so it put me through all this here. And I've been down a rabbit hole ever since then. You heard me? It started off with this email marketing campaign thing. Then I went through that little rabbit hole thing. Then I went to some other kind, you know what I'm saying, affiliate marketing, all these other different type of things until I got to, you know, where I was. But my dog PJ Mushroom, that my dad, he the first day I heard talk about Bitcoin. That was before 2020, that was way back. You heard me? And he put me on, and see, after I got in the game, the Master P thing, my nigga PJ, you heard me? You know, Poon, you heard me? Shout out to my dog, you heard me? And he had a little Forex group or whatever. And he put me in a little group for free, and that's how I learned about the breakout retest and all that on how to do a chart, cause we going live doing Zooms, and I was in that for like a few months, and that's kind of had got me on the stock tip, but I just took that because the Forex game, it kind of, I liked it, but it kind of put me on some things, but I kind of just took that, the chart information, and I just kind of ran in crypto with it and just was doing my thing with that, like with it, you know what I'm saying? I just took it as a tool, you heard me? He equipped me with that, you heard me? With that breakout retest hit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that what kind of had got me started through it all. Pete, you heard me? When he say just Google it, man. He say, man, just Google it. That ain't dead in the camera, man, just Google it. I
Google it. Hey.
Man, and I Googled it, you heard?
All right.
For real.
All right, so.
I ain't lying.
So, I said, that's my dog, Woo, man. And that's what we doing. And he got DeFi Click-house where he put you on game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we played the banger in the beginning, DeFi Click-house. I made the anthem, SouthSideBlack.
Out the gate.
I did the anthem for my dog, you know what I mean? We had to do that.
On the real.
And we sat down, plotted and planned, and it magically came together. And when I finished it, Nipsey Hussle picture fell and everything. And Nipsey was somebody who early on introduced me to the concept of crypto with his video when he was in Amsterdam, and they was talking about how they was using Bitcoin in the stores and all of that, and talk about how what it was he was putting me on game. Was it Follow Coin?
Follow Coin.
Follow Coin and
Follow
stuff
Coin.
like that. So like Nipsey
you can follow these different
so like he didn't introduce me like was the first one who told me what crypto was like Nipsey, but he was somebody who helped me like kind of start grasping and understanding it a little bit more early on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But definitely my
he was a
dog
big
Wu over here.
inspiration.
If I'm not, I think Wu I think he put me on XRP. Didn't you put me on XRP?
Yeah, I've been on that for a minute too.
Cause
Been in that
you,
since
matter of fact, no,
about
it was you and my partner.
Oh yeah. Just recently. Yeah. Most definitely. Recently.
So really
Just
and
recently.
truly,
Facts.
like he told me we running it one day. And he like, man, yeah, bro, XRP, you get you some XRP, that's good to have. They was at 52 cents then.
Yeah.
And so that same day or the very next day, I kid y'all not, my people who I be talking to on Telegram, or I don't know if he want me to announce his name or not, so I ain't gonna say it, but my people who I be talking to, he told me, he like, man, you need to get you some XRP. He's so bullish on XRP. So both of these people then told me get XRP in like the same week, within like 2 or 3 days. I say, man, let me go get me some XRP, man. And that's how I got it and made the profit that I made. You know, wasn't no life changing, but you know, I had made some profit in about 2 months. I had to turn it into more.
Right.
Like a 5X, you know.
Facts.
So
yeah, because it's over $2 now.
Yeah. And I got it in like 50 cents.
Right.
So basically, he know what he talking about. Everything I see, he know what he talking about. And apparently other people too. He got a whole community he building with the DeFi Click-house. You know, we're gonna put y'all on that too, cause that's a little bit more ways, you know, once you actually grow your wealth, or you could kind of start growing your wealth really, you know, with the DeFi and all of that decentralized finance, borrowing, lending, and making money from having your money just sitting there with percentages and stuff. But we gonna get into it.
Like a nigga just started making money, really.
Yeah.
Boy, nigga lost money in that probably about the first 3 years for sure.
Yeah.
I was damn near like working, putting my money in this shit, and I'm damn near losing it. I'm damn near putting all my bread in it, and really I really paid for education in so many words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In so many words I paid for the education, man.
Yeah.
Boy, I done lost probably about, ain't no telling how much, you heard me?
Yeah.
About 10 grand for sure. It's just my hard-earned money.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In that shit over them 3 years.
Yeah.
Me working every day and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
That real nigga shit though. You feel me? I'm thinking this shit gonna keep going up. You hear me?
Yeah.
I done turned the lid. You heard me? Something that shit went to like 20-something grand. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the building.
Yeah,
that was going up. You heard me?
Yeah.
Man, I seen that shit come down and down and down and down. Kept going down.
That ball was up 20, about 20 bands, y'all.
Yeah, I was up 20.
Up 20 of them,
20
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I seen that shit come down to like 13, then about 9, then about 5, and 4, and 3. I was like, oh yeah, it's over.
Oh yeah.
And then after the fact, I'm like, man, how I let that bag deflate like that? You heard me? I'm tripping. But you get paralyzed because you don't really know no better, and you like, man. And then I'm looking at the big gap that go from 21 to 4. I'm like, man, that bitch got to at least go back up to 16 and give me a lift back. You feel me? That's how I'm thinking. Man, that shit over. Hell going down, you hear me? And then if I wouldn't have said that 23, it would have went all the way to nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a good time to get in now, but at the same time, it's with caution because it's like the second leg, because when I was putting in the group last year, like around the summertime, that was the time kind of to get in. You know, like you still got tokens, you up pretty nice on still. Everything ain't dropped all the way back down to the regular prices, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this like the second leg of that thing, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? They really just waiting on Trump to get in and announce whatever he gonna do and talk about. You know what I'm saying? How you go play it.
Remove some of them regulations and stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is. But you know what I'm saying? So, but that's where I say that's where it go to. Remember, I was telling you about before the little he ran for the little shit, and I was telling you about how the dude Trap, he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, going off the, you know what I'm saying, economic ways, and looking like how the Democrat or whatever party electoral picked the electoral every year, whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But he was come to find, and I'm looking at Polymarket, and they got the odds of, this a prediction site, crypto prediction site. They got the odds that Trump go win like 80%, man. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. So I had just kind of like just, stuck with that, because I'm knee deep in the crypto world. So I'm everything this way, you feel me? So boom, I went with that. Sure as just think, he won that bit. That's why I was like, that's why I put all my eggs in that basket, in that Coinbase, you feel me?
Yeah.
And shit, it made probably about, you heard me, 30 grand just off that Coinbase play.
Yeah.
Cause I had like 40 options, contracts, and I had like 30 shares of Coinbase.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was at $169. It went up. The man got in office, you heard me? That Wednesday, Monday, whatever it was. By that next week, Coinbase had went up to like almost $300.
From what?
From 175, because I was still up, but I was at 169, so it kind of went up to like about 175, 180, and it was just floating around there. Yeah. And then soon he got in, but I'm just double down, and soon he got in because it just had that pullback to 169. And so he got in. Then it was so dumb. I jumped in a Coinbase contract at like $16 a contract. Man, it's steady coming down. When I say that, it came all the way down to like 75 cents a contract. When my first buy, I spent $1,600 on one contract. This same contract came all the way down to 75 cents. My contract, my whole option portfolio, that bit come down 96%.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
You heard me?
I remember you telling
That's what made me get like 40 on. I say, what? And I believed in it so bad. I say bet. I say, oh yeah, y'all playing me. I say bet. I'm gonna ride y'all all the way down. Boom. So I put probably about 10 grand in that. After the fact, ended up about 10 grand. You heard me? Mm-hmm. He went up, that 10 grand turned to like about 50 though, just off that one plate. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. And
so
just because I ain't get shook out and sell neither, I could have sold and got spooked out on like, but yeah.
Hey, bro.
But that's what one thing I learned. I just learned that last year though. I was selling and shit like that. That's why I was losing a lot and shit like that.
Like when it go down, you'll get spooked out.
Yeah, you got to learn all that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's easier said than done. You got to learn that your emotion, all that gonna take over. You gonna be like
yourself as
because you gonna go to second guessing like, man, look, I can put it right here, and you go try to chase this one or something, and that one go whoop, do the same thing to you, and then you gonna be a merry-go-round. Cause that's what it lets you know that's all about mindset. Cause it ain't about what you chasing, it's about just your mindset on what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You kind of switching up. You ain't believing in your bet. You feel me? You switching up on your bet. You dig? So it's deeper than just it's like the action. You feel? So I think I had to learn all that shit too though.
Hey, that's why I say, yeah, that's raw. Yeah, the way you said that, like about how your theory and stuff. But see, that's we ain't gonna get to it. Let's do it right. We don't want to get to it, man. So y'all
right.
Yeah.
Right. Huh? So that's where I'm at, and I feel like everybody should own some crypto and have an account. You can go on Coinbase, get an account now. They got, I think, probably about a free $80, 3 different things right now on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and the average person goes, you take the $80 and cash it out and go spend it, and then be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I should have held it you know what I'm saying, the next year. But that's just what it is. That's just because we just want that right now. We just want that right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's a free $80. You can look at it. You ain't had it before. Shit, you still ain't got it. Just use it and keep it and let it let it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Just this
Set it
simple.
and forget it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So you got to really, it's all really mindset, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We think on the one way, you know what I'm saying? Just like we'll just put our money in a bank account and have it just working just one way, getting 5%, you know what I'm saying, or 3%, and you know, inflation 3%, so you breaking even under the radar, you know what I'm saying? You can't even buy the same cake that you can buy from this year the next year, you know, so you just holding your bread right there. It ain't inflating or got no velocity or nothing to it for the, you know what I'm saying, really do nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you got to have it in something that's doing something for you. At least beating the inflation mark. You know what I'm saying? The IRS got that on their website. We aim to reach 3% inflation every year. It's in the public. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know.
So that means you need to have it in a store of value, something that's gonna hold value, because money, cash money, decrease in value the more that they print it, like inflation, like he talking about.
Right.
Their goal is to make it more worthless.
Right.
So you put your money in something valuable like Bitcoin, which they can't print no more. Besides 21 million, they're not printing no more after that. So it's scarce. Just like gold. People put money in gold for a store of value. You know what I'm saying? But the dollar, the value go down. You still say $1, but it's worthless because you can't buy the same thing you did 2-3 years ago. You got to pay more now for the same thing. That's what we mean by it's worthless. Right. But you still got $1, but it's worth less. Right. So you want to invest in either at least store the value or invest so you could grow your money and have it working for you. Besides you always working for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What would you describe crypto in a way where, you know, people that come from where we come from understand it? Like, what is crypto and how can it benefit, you know, somebody, you know, that's from the hood? Or,
right. Well, crypto is like all right. So this really like all right. So this is really history being made right now, just like on all kind of scales, because like everybody hearing about crypto or whatever, your grandmother, your mom, them never, none of this never happened in their lifetime, and then your children, this ain't gonna happen in their lifetime.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Something to come challenge $1. You know what I'm saying? Or challenge gold. This ain't never about to happen again in life. You feel me? Yeah. So this is really like history in the making. And like, you know, it ain't the stuff that you know, it's the stuff you don't know, you feel me? So everybody looking like, well, I need to know more. That's everybody's favorite thing. I need to know more of this. Hold on, man. You don't need to know if the facts is the facts. You can look at the price action is going up every year. Bitcoin go up 50%, 60% every year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? S&P 500 get you 13%, it been to 20%, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Bitcoin running laps around it every year. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it just you know, jumping in the fastest horse in the race, bro. And by us, you know, coming up to this, our churn, you know what I'm saying, go be dealing with this. They ain't gonna be dealing with paper dollars and all that there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They churn, they gonna be dealing with crypto, you feel me? Yeah. In so many words. So it's just about getting situated, just like back in the days when our people ain't really know about investing in gold and silver, but these white folks and all these other, they knew investing in it. That's who got it all. You know what I'm saying? All the gold, silver, coin, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's the same way now. It's the wild west. Really, that's why it's a lot of scams, because it ain't getting regulated, just like back then with the same thing with the gold. When gold, and then the government niggas took the gold standard out of the dollar and like, yeah, we go confiscate it, made it fake illegal or whatever, but really was overpaying them for the gold to turn it in. You know what I'm saying? So now the banks own all the gold, suppressing silver. It's the same thing they trying to do. Would have trying to done with Bitcoin. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But the beautiful thing about Bitcoin is that the people created got this power first. See, last year, 2024 was the first year that an institution started buying Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? As far as a big institution, BlackRock, the people have been buying this since 2008.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So the people, us, we got, you know what I'm saying, an 8-year head start, 7-year head start on these people. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and then another beautiful thing is that y'all can have $100 trillion, $1 zillion. Y'all can't come in and bow hog the market and buy it all because it get mined. It's no such thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it bring equality to economic equality to it. You feel me? So it's history in the making. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what you wanna be in and be on, because you gotta look at it. Just look at if just say like all these pension funds, are we going to AI, going to robotics and stuff like that? Just picture this. Just picture we going to this type of world, right? So that means our workforce go look shitty, right? So that means we ain't gonna have all these people working to build up these pension funds and all these funds, right? You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know, other vehicles and other things go be created. You feel me? So therefore, that's where Bitcoin go come in at. Y'all gonna start implementing this, you know what I'm saying? You know, for the whole that value or whatever, putting these funds because of the return, you know what I'm saying, on it. So just like Michael Saylor doing to business, the same kind of like thing, you know, you getting it, you putting debt on it, you feel me? You getting cheap debt, yeah, and buying it, you know what I'm saying, on a hoping on a future price, you know what I'm saying, of it, you know what I'm saying, and I mean your stock go up if that go up and they betting on it, you know, so it's just all the same thing. Yeah. It's all the same.
Man, so this is basically a revolution, yeah, technological, if I said it right, and financial revolution that's happening. Thanks. And it's happening right in front of your eyes, and you could miss it. And then you're gonna look back like, dang, I remember everybody was talking about that and I just ignored it. And regret it, or you could just hop on the train right now while we telling you before it's too late. Yeah. And it be too expensive, and you know what I'm saying, you can't really be a part of it.
In it. Yeah. See, that's just like the little example I was telling you earlier, just like the simple example of the power of decentralized finance. Like, you go to a TradFi or a bank or whatever, and you know, just say, for example, like I was saying, you deposit like you know, $5,000 because you don't want to invest your cash. You know what I'm saying? So you deposit it. You know, you get whatever we say, you know, 5% on it for depositing it in there, and then now you go borrow, you know, against that 5, the same 5, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But now you got to pay the interest. Just say a 5, we gonna keep everything simple. 5 on that, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you getting 5 and you paying 5%, you feel me? So you know, you take that 5 and that's what you go do your dirty work with that you just borrowed. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? So now you take this 5, you know what I'm saying, and you go put this in a asset that's gonna give you 60% or 50%, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially if you got like 5 years to pay this loan back, you feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I got 5 years to make 60% on this, you see what I'm saying? So, you know, it just, you know, and you break even on a APY side, you feel me? Because you paying 5 and you own 5. So that's just the TradFi thing. But in decentralized finance, you know, you just say you put the same $5,000 or Ethereum token in, and you know, you getting maybe 3%, 4%, just say 5%, you feel me? And you borrow, you getting probably 8%, you feel me? So they paying you for the lend and borrow, you feel me? So you at the end of the day, you getting like 13% on your money, right? Yeah. And so it ain't like no stablecoin, no dollar that stay the same. So this is like a pretty much like an asset, you know what I'm saying? So just say, like I was saying earlier, you know, it's at 3,200 right now, Ethereum token. Boom, you know, this is a good time to get in there. Boom, you could just You know, just say if it double. Just say if it double. You know what I'm saying? The price of the big Ethereum token double. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You didn't. That's what you kind of call like arbitrage. You just want a whole. You know what I'm saying? Ethereum token, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to pay it back.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
You
Because
got it at a price that, let's say $3,000, not price. You bought it at that price, but now it went up to six grand. So you just got to pay that $3,000 back.
Right.
And now you got a whole free $3,000.
Right.
A whole free Ethereum.
Right. Facts. And you still getting paid like 13% APY. You getting paid percent while you borrowing it. You see what I'm saying? Like a traditional, you got to pay a principal.
Money on top of that.
Yeah, you got to pay a principal or interest when you borrowing it from the bank. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you go being a nigga, you got to pay that $5,000 back plus the interest on that $5,000. Yeah. But in decentralized finance, you borrowing that 5 and they giving you 5% APY on top of that. So you instead of getting a reward on the money you borrowing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, see that's some.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So come on, man. So tell me, like, them people days ain't numbered, man.
Hey.
Them people days numbered. You heard me? Hey. You know what I'm saying? But that's where the early movers get the advantage at, because after they get to their number of people that they feel that they don't need to incentivize people this much to do it, they go to regular things. So that's where it go to add liquidity to these protocols. This same protocol I'm talking about, added, you want to own this protocol like Uniswap. You know what I'm saying? Or something. You want to add this token, own this token. You know what I'm saying? To add liquidity to this, to own this protocol, so you can get fees. You know what I'm saying? You getting a percent of the whole motherfucking platform fees.
Yeah.
And this a global platform that everybody got to almost, you know, it's an open source, so that everybody got a kind of API from it to create this type of business. You feel me? You know, see, that was another thing about Uniswap that why I'm bullish on that, because they created that whole like little thing, you know, IVA and all that forked from Uniswap software.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know.
Okay. Well, like, they got Bitcoin, you know, we talk about the importance of Bitcoin, like in the store of value and stuff.
Yeah.
But they also have projects, like I mentioned on my beginner video about the life-changing opportunities. They also have different like projects, kind of like digital companies on a blockchain. So it's more than just one crypto. Right. Bitcoin not the only crypto.
Right.
So like you talking about Ethereum, it got its own use case and what it do. Then you know, you got Solana. You know, that's a big blockchain. Right. And people put their own projects on there, and it's
that's the top one right now.
Yeah, and it's use cases that people use. You know, like I talk about the zero knowledge stuff and smart contracts and things like that. And you know, whatever business idea you could come up with, that people come up with, that people we could utilize in the real world. Like I talked about the real world assets like stock market. See, stock market, you can only trade it what it is for like 8 hours. You only trade it Monday through Friday, and it got to be when the bank's open and stuff. You know, pretty much. And after that, it's closed. You can't sell stocks and all of that. Then you withdraw money send money to your stock brokerage account. You gotta wait 7 days for it to clear.
For real, I had posted that thing.
And wait 7 more days for it to get it back to your bank account. And it's just so much with crypto.
Yeah, they put you through the.
It's instant, bro. And it ain't just Bitcoin. So it's smaller projects and stuff than the stuff that's being developed and that's revolutionizing the world that you could take advantage of too, with smaller amounts of money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, it's people that, for example, with Bitcoin, you to put $100 in Bitcoin, like you said, in 2008 or something, you have about 400 bucks. Yeah, about 400 grand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Off about $200, $100. You know, so just like how Bitcoin could have been something, it's smaller projects and stuff like that. Yeah. Now they risky, so you gotta do your research to make sure that, you know, you believe in the fundamentals of the company. Because
at the end of the day, if you look at every coin, Bitcoin is really like the only one that's really truly proven. That consistently went up over its, you know what I'm saying, inception. Ethereum never even broke back his all-time high yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you the second biggest token, you feel me?
Yeah.
And you know, so you know, you gotta keep that in perspective too though, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That what make Bitcoin the ultimate choice. And you want, like I was saying, your triangle, you know what I'm saying, offense, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? You want to have your base, you want to have that Bitcoin. You can't look at the price of Bitcoin. It's about having you know, ownership in this network. You want some ownership because you gotta look at it. It's Bitcoin, but it's more than that because I can take this Bitcoin, it's property, you feel me? Because I can take this Bitcoin and put it in on a USB drive, whatever, and go anywhere around the world, jump off, you know what I'm saying, anywhere, you heard me? And this Bitcoin gonna be worth the same thing, just like gold, you feel me?
I got it, I wanted to show you.
You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be worth the same thing, you feel me? So it's like property, you just wanna have some ownership in the network, you know what I'm saying?
This little wallet right here, hardware wallet,
Yeah.
you know, BTC on here. You know, take it anywhere. Don't nobody else control these keys but me,
No third party,
Coinbase, or no government. Nobody else can tell me, oh, I can't spend nothing on this. I can take this anywhere in the world and use this and send my Bitcoin around or pay him or whatever. Do whatever I want to do with it. But that's, you know, that's a different one. So, all right, that's crypto. And he pretty much told you about DeFi and how you can make money, you know, turning more money into having it working for you and borrowing money. And then, you know, he didn't pretty much gave y'all game on that. And what about like blockchain? If you had to like conceptualize that or, you know, like break it down just in a quick and simple way for people to understand like the power of blockchain.
Yeah, well, like the power of blockchain is like it give like everybody, it kind of give everybody access to having some type of ownership, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, from your children playing little games, Roblox, like y'all paying V-Bucks for everything. You can come over here to the crypto world, buy NFT, they go own that skin for life and can resell it on the secondary market and playing whenever, and every kill they get can get, you know, tokens. So this Web3 and this blockchain is about to shift everything, you feel me? So, you know, they got children making $1,000 playing their games, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we still stuck on buying V-Bucks and this and that. No, you can spend one time and mint an NFT and let him play. He go own that skin and he can make his own money just from playing the little game. You feel me? So, you know, it's differently, you know, that's just one use
I've been
case.
saying that's gaming.
Yeah, that's just gaming.
I like the smart contracts.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that concept too.
Yeah, the smart contracts, that's like, you know, that's like a real game changer because you don't really need nobody. Like, I can do a business deal with somebody way around the world. I ain't got to never meet them. And the smart contract is meaning that we both lock our money up in this contract with the terms of it getting released. You know what I'm saying? So when I sign and we both sign, that's when it get released. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Automatic. You know, so yeah, that's a game. It's like so much. It's like so much you can really do. And you know, they got the pros and cons. It also go have everything interconnected. You know what I'm saying? Like you go almost be able to trace everything. You know what I'm saying? Too, in a way. You feel me? So, but right now, you know, we not looking at that. We looking at the pros, you know what I'm saying? So like, just like the traditional market, you got to be subscribed to like Bloomberg, play these $1,000 a money a year and stuff to get this top information, right? On who bought what and when they bought it. But in the crypto market, everything is transparent. You can easily go on a blockchain and see who bought what and see what this wallet hold and see when they buy. You can trace their wallet and, you know what I'm saying, follow it, I mean, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know, so it's just access to a whole nother level of, you know, making money, really, you know what I'm saying? Then you're an artist, you can create an NFT, you can turn a physical copy to a digital copy. Now you got two different, you know what I'm saying, assets. Like it's just coming to a whole different,
that's a
different thing. You feel me?
NFT. Yeah, I had kind of hinted on that one on
Yeah.
the video too about the NFT because it got some interesting concepts I done seen with that too. With that NFT stuff. Like I said, I can tell people, man, look, buy, turn it into more NFT, and you could come to my concert or this exclusive event for you know you can get in. If you ain't got an NFT though, you can't even come in.
You can't get in.
I don't care how much money you got. If you ain't got to turn it into more NFT, you can't. So you know, and it's like it's on a blockchain, so you know it's validated, it's real, and I can put however many want. Let's say I only want 50 NFTs. You know, it's only 50 of them that can be made.
They gonna have 1 of 50, 2 of 50, 3 of 50, 4 of 50 until them is over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Timestamp. But yeah, that's how it is. So it go kill the scalping market on secondary. You ain't gonna be able to sell no tickets in front of Superdome no more. None of that. It go kill all that type of stuff too. Bootleg J Jordans and stuff like that. Nigga go know for sure because you ain't got no NFT. It go kill all that secondary, that bootleg game. You heard me? It go kill all that. You feel me? It go get all in your business if you're cutting grass or doing anything on the side. You get it. It go record all that. See that bit about to really get everything though. It about to touch every angle of the spectrum now though. You know what I'm saying with it because you know we getting satellites and getting phones and stuff in different places. Never had this in never. You feel me? So they really touching every angle. Go touch every angle before it's all said and done with it. You go be in your mix of gig economy. You think you got a little side hustle or nothing. If it come across the blockchain, you're dead. It's over with. They go automatically take it.
You saying like it's
I'm just saying like I can get paid cash right now, under the table.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get paid cash right now. You feel me? But I'm saying, like, when it's all said and done, they gonna be dead, and then you
gonna be recorded.
Everything, every transaction. So ain't nobody gonna be able to beat tax. They saying that people beating taxes by these gig economy type jobs, and they got all they different little ways that they saying that if they can close that gap, the GDP and all this here can get. See, that's one of the angles too. See, it's a lot of different angles that they coming at us. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of different angles they coming at us. You feel me? So they trying to close that gap too, and it's a lot of different gaps that they trying to close with this. You feel me? So
that's a good point too, though, because you know talking about the dangers of everything pretty much being on the grid. You know that's
why off grid go become it go become, you know what I'm saying, like deeply searched for. People gonna start flooding Louisiana and shit. Why? Because with our laws, stand your ground, just like, you know, people flooding the Midwest right now, period. You know, like how they just started, they went from California to Texas, all the big companies, and to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? It went from New York to Florida. You know what I'm saying? So you see the migrations. You feel me? You see the migrations. You see the migrations already. You feel me? So you know that's just how that's going, because this privacy go become like gold. It go, because as just think about it, as more digital as we go, physical go be worth more. You feel me?
Exactly.
Physical go get more scarce.
Exactly.
You heard me? That's why I be on the paintings and shit with the thing, because and having a matching NFT, and I be wanting the physical paints, because that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
See, that's what I was gonna say too. I wanted to ask about the NFTs, but also when I mentioned the grid, it's like you know, like you pretty much you want to diversify. Like, don't put everything into you know what I'm saying, like you know, just one asset. Like Bitcoin or crypto itself is an asset, you know, and stock market is an asset, gold is an asset, real estate is an asset, you know, even cash in a way is an asset, because it's capital to be able to invest into things. So just
that's something you're supposed to always have.
Diversify yourself. Don't, you know what I'm saying, put it in one, because like we talk about the grid, if stuff go off, if whatever hacker in whatever other country or whatever be able to turn something off, and we can't access the internet or can't access with the blockchain or whatever, then man, what you gonna do? You can't pay, you can't, or it can happen with your bank account too. Just all your money in your bank account. Now the system down, you ain't got no cash. Y'all seen it with what? Remember? Yeah, with the airlines. No, that happened not too long ago.
Okay.
When the airlines had got shut down.
Yeah.
Like the airlines and all of that.
It was like a big hack or something?
Yeah, it was like it was some kind of glitch or something like that. So basically, like stuff like this can happen. You alluded to something about like ownership earlier. Like having ownership, and you kind of wanted to speak on that a little more.
Right.
So like, what's the importance of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how should people look at that, as far as like ownership when it comes to this?
Well, I think that's like probably like one of the main things. That's a big thing. It's really bigger than, people probably can think, about having some ownership, because, like you say, you really don't own that, not in America anyway. And but you pay taxes on the same dollar 3-4 different ways, you heard me? It's over with for you heard me? So property taxes knock you off, you miss that, it's over with. They go auction your house off, you heard me? Car, it wouldn't matter, you feel me? It's over with. So Bitcoin kind of give you that sovereignty. They call it sovereignty, and that means, ownership, control over your own, finance or whatever. And so that kind of what it give you, because you can really own this and take it anywhere you want to take it. And, you don't really need nobody to say you can spend it or can't spend it, or it's locked up, or I got the wire through these people and do it. Nah, you can just send anywhere around the earth, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, and they go make it there quicker than Western Union by a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it ain't no comparison. You feel me? It ain't no comparison. Like,
and then you said like the whole like with the 21 million, and then you talk about the 10%.
Yeah.
You was talking about that earlier. Behind the scenes or whatever. Off camera. But give that example again, like with the. Like from the ownership perspective.
Right. Yeah, like with so just say, like with the 10% of the Bitcoin. So just say like, cause earlier we was talking about like, you might not have enough to get a whole Bitcoin, and that would kind of discourage a lot of people, cause they see this high price and be like, well, I can't get none of that. What they gonna do for them? But that's the beauty of it, because if you just say you wanted to get a stock in the stock market that's $700, you gotta have the whole 700 up front. You feel me? You gotta have the whole 700 up front. Depends on where you at. You gotta have the whole 700 up front. So this like fractionalized ownership. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you buy as much as you can buy when you can buy. That's the beautiful thing of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really look at the price. It's just about having that ownership of it. And so just say like we're saying, like you own 10% of it is $99,000 for 10%. Just say, they projecting it to reach, $100 million by the last one get mine. Just say it reached $10 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You only 9,000 worth $1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just from riding that wave, it's about riding the trend. You know what I'm saying? The trend is your friend. It's a momentum. It's like a momentum trade right now. This what it's revving up. Everybody piling in. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take no rocket scientist. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And if y'all ain't in, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but inflate our bag, because we been in it. So that's what create volume, new people to get in. So you know what I'm saying? You go get in one way or the other, you know what I'm saying? You might not, you go do it just like the S&P 500, you go either just be working and they go have it in your pension fund, and your 401k go be making my bag bigger because y'all working for me, and y'all indirectly investing in it through y'all labor, through y'all pensions and all this. You know what I'm saying? So it's about what side of the ball you want to be on. You feel me?
And
you know what I'm saying? So.
And by them, like we said earlier too, like by them not making no more Bitcoin besides the 21 million,
right?
You own something that it's
scarce.
Yeah, it's scarce, and you
2041, the last one gonna be mine. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
And the value going
16 more years. Yeah, 16 more years. 16 more years, and then the mining of Bitcoin go be deceased. And then within these 16 more years, we got 3 more halvings. So every 4 years we have a Bitcoin halving, meaning that the production of the mining, just say like they mining 950 blocks, 900 blocks, and so in the next 4 years they go cut it in half. It go be 450 blocks. So every 4 years they make it scarcer in the software, in the program automatically. You know what I'm saying? So the scarcity and the value are already kind of preset in it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how that's going.
Yeah.
But
so that's that ownership. That's important to have you some of that, man.
You gotta have you some.
And one more thing I wanted to touch on too, like
make it like a little bank account, a little savings account instead of like a real savings account. Get you a little, you could do it on Cash App, anything. Make a Bitcoin a little savings account. You know what I'm saying? Don't even never spend or look at it. Just, every time you get paid, put $10, $20 in there. You know what I'm saying? You can have it directly go there so you ain't got to even remember to do it. You know what I'm saying? Automatic, like, boom, $10 every time I get paid. Just start there. You know what I'm saying? Make it like a little savings account, mini savings account just to see for yourself. And that's just how you start. Because you ain't gonna learn until you see your own money moving, you know what I'm saying, up and down. You could talk to them blowing the face, but when you see your own money working and doing that, you gonna be like, all right, I need to really pay attention then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, that's all. You gotta just jump in the game, man.
And like we was talking about Coinbase earlier, like I said on my other video, Coinbase would give you free crypto to go learn about the projects. I don't know if the most likely the developers put it in their marketing budget to give y'all this free crypto, and you go learn about this crypto. And every time you watch a video, you take the quiz or whatever, you read the thing, and it ain't be no long stuff. It be short, bite-sized things where you just learn about the projects, and they giving you free crypto.
I think they got about a free $80, about 3 things, $128, and about free $80 right now on Coinbase.
And on top of that,
to the learn section.
And on top of that, if you never signed up for Coinbase yet, if you use my referral link or Woo referral link or whoever referral link, me and you gonna get $20 free Bitcoin. So you can get $20 for free Bitcoin, but you gotta invest $100.
Right.
So, but you could get $20 free Bitcoin right now. I just got my mom into it and stuff like that, and even she invested. So it's like, take advantage of that, like I put the links in the description or any other thing, what I'm saying, but it ain't about that. We just want y'all to get into this. That's what it's really about, getting into this.
And if you ain't got the $100 to spend, you can just go on there and go to the learn section, and I think they probably got about $80 in rewards you can get like right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could take that $80, that free $80, and transfer it to Bitcoin and start there off their money. You know what I'm saying? You don't pull the $80 or pull 40 or none of that, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't had it before. Just keep that same, you know what I'm saying? That same energy. There's a free $80. I'm going to put it over here to the good, and I'm going to see what it do off their money. I'm going to play off the warehouse money right now. You see what I'm saying? So start there. You don't want to really hold them little coins they giving you anyway. You might not, but you can have it in Bitcoin for sure.
Yeah.
So at least just start your first leg, you know what I'm saying, entry off with like the most secure one, which is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So at least just start there and have you a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They go give you a little security right there.
Yeah. That's
and like I say, just start with that. You ain't gotta split it. Put it all in there. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin. Put it all in Bitcoin. That whole free hit. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go on top of that, $10 recurring every time you get paid, or $5 now because you got the free 80. You see what I'm saying? Like if you were starting from scratch, you could have did like the 10, but now you got a free 80. You can do a recurring 5 now. Boom. You hear what I'm saying? Break it down.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to, you know what I'm saying, scratch yourself out. You ain't gonna miss $5 in a check, and they just gave you $80, and you just putting that 5 on top of that. Yeah, come on.
Hey, he giving
Make it
y'all
make
game,
sense.
bro.
You see what I'm saying?
'Cause I ain't even think about the
Make it make
whole
sense.
80, free 80 and
Yeah.
turning it to Bitcoin. So
Yeah.
he really putting y'all on game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
so just, you got to
So-
make it do what it do.
Like crypto investing outside of Bitcoin, because you know that's still store value. But if you want to put a little bit into something, you know, look into projects and decide for yourself, no financial advice, decide for yourself, I want to put a little bit into this. Not nothing that you could, you know, that's gonna hurt you if you lose it though. You know what I'm saying? Like something small, you know,
Right.
people go spend $40 or whatever.
Yeah, you don't put nothing, no more than you can lose in whatever.
in the small, like, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, what you look for, like when you like, man, I'm investing in this coin, like, or I'm investing, you know, like how can people think of, you know, like when it comes to, like, okay, let me try to find a smaller coin, you know, like what kind of criteria?
Right. Well, you can first of all, you know, use ChatGPT or AI or something. You know what I'm saying? You get, you know, for one, you can kind of ask them or whatever. They gonna give you, I think, like whatever trending over the last 30 days or however that rock. You feel me? So they go give you kind of like the hottest so-called thing for the past 3 months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one way. You feel me? And so you know, another way is like it's about the trend. It's about the trend. I'm just learning that it's about the trend, and it's about the trend, and it's about the trend. Yeah. So it's about that, bro. Yeah. And so like them AI agents trending right now. So I'm kind of like in them. You know what I'm saying? And so you know, it's about following the trend. I had to catch on to that because you might see a project and like, man, that's it. And then you wonder why it don't never go up, because, you know, it's a time for every investment on some shit. So right now, where we going and what we doing, real world assets is the trend. They talking about tokenizing everything, tokenization, you know what I'm saying? You know, so AI, so that's the trend. So I'm knee deep in them little areas right there. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm knee deep on them on the top blockchains, on Solana, on Sui and Base. And that's pretty much the three that I'm rocking with. I ain't trying to be all over everywhere. Yeah. Anything come across Solana, come across Base, or come across Sui, I'ma check it out and be the top on that trend in my tunnel vision. Cause you're gonna wanna try to be everywhere. So, you know, I'm in the ones that I feel go do the best in this race, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm taking a bet on that. I feel Solana, Sui, you know, Ethereum, XRP, I feel like they gonna do the best, you know what I'm saying? So on. So I'm in them right there, you heard me? Yeah. And I ain't doing that no XRP like time. I'm really just doing stuff on Solana, Sui, and Base, you feel me? Which is Coinbase blockchain, but it's built on optimism, you feel me? Yeah. So, you know, I own optimism tokens, you know, OP tokens, because I know that y'all built on here. So it's a whole thing. So boom, y'all the first movers, y'all got the niche, you heard me? So I'm investing in y'all, right? Just like, so boom. So y'all the first movers, y'all ain't dropped no base coin yet. And all this here because y'all getting regulated. Y'all been going through all these battles with SEC or nothing. So y'all say y'all ain't want to drop no coin, but y'all dropped the layer 2 on optimism, right? And so just say that y'all creating a framework for these other institutions to follow your work, just like Michael Saylor doing in the stock market world. Coinbase doing this in this world. They creating an investment framework for other companies to come in and do. You know what I'm saying? So they got other companies coming in and making a layer 2. They got banks coming in creating a layer 2 on optimism, following, you know what I'm saying, Coinbase success, because Base and Solana is the top 2 blockchains, been like that for like the last 6 months, you know what I'm saying, probably for the last Yeah, because Solana been the top blockchain for the last year for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so Base been in there for like the last 6 months, and they back and forth with top transactions every day. You know what I'm saying? And so that go attract a lot of more businesses for to do what they doing. That's how I feel. So you know what I'm saying? I'm all across it like that. I'm looking at it like that.
Okay,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
hey, that's a good point and a
Yeah.
good way that you answered that, because that it made me think about what you said a couple months ago to me, and that's like building your own theory.
Yeah, your
and the
story
way you
on it.
see,
Right,
yeah, the way you
right,
see things. So
right.
by that, it's like if you able to just start learning about how things work, just be curious, like how the stock market work, how the banking system work, how crypto work, and you ain't got to go too deep, but just foundational enough to where you understand what's going on. And so if you understanding these things, and you know, when Jerome Powell and the Feds and inflation, and you understand when this type of stuff go on,
What GDP is. And all
yeah,
this,
so you understanding these things, then you can decide, man, look, okay, well, I believe this coin is going to do good because of this. Or I believe this stock or this company is going to do good or bad because of this.
Right.
You know, but if you don't understand how basically how the economy and the world works, then it's going to be hard for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good point that you made. You know what I'm
Just like
saying?
my dog Pete, my dog PJ, shout out again. Like that what it was about the lingo, you heard me? You got to know the lingo, you heard me? Because that was another thing. That's why I was doing that lingo of the day. I did that for like a year on my page. I was doing financial words and definitions. You can go on my page and say I did that for a year. That was my goal. I just did it for a whole year straight every day. You know what I'm saying? Posting lingo of the day. You feel me? And I kind of got that little thing from him because he was like, man, you could be in a room with some people and they go to talking about this and here, and if you don't really know the lingo, it'll go over your head. You heard me? You could be telling him about a $1 billion play that's up for grabs. But if you don't know the lingo, you dead. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of like know the lingo if you trying to play that game too. You know, whatever game you play. You feel me?
That's a
That's
a good. Hey,
for
bro.
real.
We dropping all kind of gems and stuff, man. Say,
got to know the lingo,
y'all better
baby.
take it. Hey, they
For real though. You got
take advantage of this. If you still BSing after this and you ain't,
man, you ain't trying to get
some
it.
kind of action.
And if you ain't for real, if you ain't got no crypto or stock or $2 of a stock or anything, you ain't own $2 of a Nike on Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Hey,
all
bro.
the J's and everybody.
So I want to say this too, kind of to my point, as far as like, pretty much like categories and stuff. You know, like, cause on the blockchain and stuff, like we talk about real world assets and stuff that's being able to buy things 24 and more. Even real estate, like it's stuff that's being done with real estate and stuff like that.
Facts.
And
I own some real estate on Solana on the parcel on it's something called parcel. You heard me?
Yeah.
It is real world asset where you can trade in real time these property value prices, you know what I'm saying? So I got like one in New York and one in like Arizona or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
And speaking of that, Mike, I think that was Michael Saylor who said something, and he was like, man, they got people who got a lot of money, and they might have this big house that's worth, let's say a mansion that's 10-20 million, a big old house, but they got 3-4, they got 2 other places that they stay in or whatever, but they just bought the house because it's real estate, it's a store of value. So people, like Michael Saylor was basically saying that some people would rather just have they have that in Bitcoin, which is a store of value, but it's more liquid. You could sell it way faster. It's still going up over time. So by people like that being able to put money into the Bitcoin instead of the real estate, that frees up real estate. So a family could be staying in their house. So I understand. I like that aspect of it too.
Facts.
And he talked about DeFi, AI. That's like another category into it. decentralized science.
Yeah,
we talk-
DPN.
Yeah.
You know.
Briefly tell them what DPN is.
That's like decentralized private individual networks.
Okay.
Like you know, like a business that's kind of like autonomous, kind of like business standing on its own, like the bike sharing things. Like you go get the bikes from down them little green bikes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody own them. Every time you rent it out, somebody getting paid for that bike. You feel me?
And
so that's where, but that's a big company. Whoever probably got a partnership with the city or something like that. You feel me? So it's all plugged in. It's still going one way, but that's where the blockchain and DPN come in. That where you can create a decentralized system that stand on its own. That you don't need Amazon Web Service to verify, store your data. You don't need none of this here, and you can create a network. And where, like I was telling you about the bike sharing, you create your own bike sharing network. That's what DPN is. And like people can just really have a compatible bike and just upload it to the network, and like people can just make money just in their sleep, just an average person, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they go change the game. They go unlock a lot of, you know what I'm saying, you know, answers and problems for people, because you'll be able to make that shit like you never made it before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Hey.
like you ain't never made that, like you were able kind of like to participate in like kind of turning the world green in so many words almost.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know, so that's kind of like how cause they kind of like incentivizing us for the, you know, kind of turn green, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like with the carbon credit thing. Remember I been got the long-term vision on that. They gonna be charging us down at the breathe after a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta offset your breath. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real though.
Yeah.
Real talk. So, you know, they can talk about cows fighting right now, you hear me?
Yeah.
But you gonna be talking about people in a minute. You see what I'm saying? But no, for real though, you gotta offset that, man. How much you breathe a day?
Right.
Trying to tell you, man, but that's what it is, for real.
I
That's
watched some
this carbon
similar
credit
to
thing,
this.
this carbon credit thing is the bigger trend over all this.
Yeah.
You heard me? That's the
Hey.
bigger trend over all this.
And speaking of that, that's one project I ran across.
Man,
with
that's
it.
the bigger trend. Remember I put you on that with the man Katusa dude, and you got the book and read.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's up there
Man, I'm
right
trying
there.
to tell you.
Wait, which one that was? What that was called? It's up
It was
there
called
somewhere.
Man Katusa.
Oh yeah, there you go right there. The Rise of America.
Yeah, the Rise of America. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why it was a project. I think it's called Solar X. I
Yeah,
invested
Solar X.
to that project.
Yeah, you had
because-
told me about that.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I've been following. You did tell me about that. I've been following. Remember I told you I've been
Yeah.
following, and I was like, I'm in a Telegram. I ain't never did nothing, but I'm like I ain't never read the white paper or the tokenomics of it yet, but I did like it though.
Yeah, I read.
did like it, though.
I read it. Yeah, I read some of it and stuff. I didn't thoroughly do it, but I didn't invest nothing that I couldn't afford to lose.
Right.
So
Right.
it was interesting enough
Right.
for me to put something
Right.
to it. So
Right.
that's what I did, and that's
No,
what
I ain't get the token. I was kind of looking at the little project itself. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, cause I kind of like, then kind of got past the little token thing because I be wanting to have my liquidity, so I don't be want to be tied up in so many tokens. So I kind of go to do a rabbit hole, kind of like to look for something to kind of like throw me off his trail. You heard me? Like, all right, well, I'll hold off on the screen of that. You feel me? I be kind of looking for something like that. You know what I'm saying? And so the only thing I ain't pull the trigger on that because the little project which I liked, the little thing was like about $700. I'm like, I can fuck with that.
the thing for you to sit in the sun.
It's a miner.
Yeah.
You mining
Yeah.
with this here. And so I ain't go into the token thing, but it was like the energy. It was supposed to be solar. But I don't know. I ain't really looking to the token thing. That's why I kept it in my thing. I gotta go back and look at it.
Yeah.
But if I don't have to plug it up to no power generator, that's the shit.
That's what I seen. From
That's
my
the shit.
understanding, you don't.
Yeah, that's what I seen too. It
Yeah.
look like, you heard me?
Yeah.
I say that's the shit because that's what's killing them, the miners and all this right now, but they're killing the people like us. See, we started out mining, but now these big companies got to do the mining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it got to be running 24/7 and your electric bill gonna be too high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So average person like us can't do this shit at home like that. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because
Yeah.
the electric bill so high, and then y'all already got the shit sky high.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So y'all incentivizing us not to do it.
Yeah.
Let the big corporations do it. See, they funding the money. See, you gotta look at it like that. I took this whole different mindset on everything, how I look at it. But you know what I'm saying? So boom, I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what it's about, the energy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
energy, you know what I'm saying?
That what made me think of that.
That's what it's
that
about,
crypto.
the energy.
That
Yeah.
made me think of that crypto the other day.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
why I
not
say
that long
that
ago.
deal fire though, you heard me?
Yeah.
That's why I got it on my thing in the Telegram. I be filing it.
And what is layer ones, you know what, but we pretty much got like, especially like Solana and
Yeah, layer
stuff like
1,
this.
layer 2, you know,
Yeah.
layer 3, that's kind of like, you know, layer 1 is like pretty much just, you know, the main net or the main,
main base of,
yeah,
of everything.
like kind of like the main software layer or whatever, the main one, you know what I'm saying? And then you fork from that and do like a layer 2. It got less security, but you able to charge lesser gas fee, or able to it's like you kind of create a hybrid. You able to do kind of flexible things, and then you can do a layer 3 where that one even more flexible, and you probably don't got no security almost. So
Yeah.
the security is a trade off on every layer. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
That's why the layer 1s is where the rich people add liquidity to on Uniswap and you know, Lido and all these top layer 1s. That's where just like all the top art, these Beeper and these people selling digital art, it gifts, nigga, for like, you know what I'm saying, $10 million, $100 million, you know what I'm saying? So all this is on the main net, which is Ethereum, you feel me?
And-
so, you know,
and
that's where the value go be held at. You know, that's why if you spend something on Ethereum, the gas fee, it used to be, you buy $5,000 NFT, the gas fee used to be $15,000. That's how the crypto punks was. That's how they paid so much for them, because the gas fee was more than what it was because of the mainnet.
Yeah.
And that deter a lot of people. They ain't doing no gas fee like that. So they kind of like, you had to kind of like diversify the Ethereum thing so you can, you know, scale it. You got to scale it. You know what I'm saying? So you had to create a layer 2 where average people can get in with lesser fees and they feel like they still on Ethereum blockchain, which you will, but you just on layer 2.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's where a whole nother layer of liquidity and all they start in there. You feel me? So
Yeah, NFTs is another one you know, that it's not necessarily a crypto, but it's a
it's crypto backed, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, well, they steady getting better and better with it. So, you know, now like, you know, you can cash the NFT out for the token, for whatever token, because each token is kind of hybrid now. Each token is, you know what I'm saying, split with a, you know, NFT or whatever, you feel me?
But
You know what I'm
this
saying?
what I wanted to add like to that, because we talked about NFTs earlier, but I wanted to say like, all right, you know how y'all know how they got Mona Lisa pictures and paintings and stuff, and it's like NFTs is like digital art like that, but it's how can like what's the correlation between, like, let's just say if I had a Mona Lisa right here,
Right.
and a NFT,
Right.
you know, or something. Let's just say I'm an artist,
Yeah.
and I make my own art,
Right.
and put it and make this an NFT. Like, what
Right.
can I do with that, or what benefits can this have versus
right.
a physical?
All right, so the physical, boom, is a one-on-one. I'ma sell it one time, point blank, period. Boom, I can take this one, make it a digital copy. I can have like 100 of them, sell it at such and such price. Boom, sell it out. Or you feel me? I can have a auction. I can make it one digital and one physical. I can have an auction on this here, and you know what I'm saying, have a reserve price at what you feel you really want to sell it at. You feel me? So I really don't want to take nothing under than Ethereum 1.5 Ethereum or something.
Yeah.
So it's reserved at that. So if the auction don't reach that price, the physical don't get unlocked.
Yeah.
You only just get the digital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can run it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or however it go. You see what I'm saying? So it's just different, a different way. Or now you can just auction off the physical one, however. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different ways. Or you can make 50 digital ones. You know what I'm saying? And then you pick a lucky one, a raffle, or however. You know, it's raffle game. You can play all different ways with it though. But but that's how you hit. You make it. You can kind of direct traffic with the digital copy and funnel. You know, all the money till you get to your price. You know what I'm saying? And like, all right, it go unlock when it get to this price. If you don't ever get to reach this price, then hey, boom, boom, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how they go. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? So especially if you got a nice community or a big community, you can, you know, have your Genesis collection. Boom, you own this, you know, you get exclusive, you know, information or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to subscribe. This is how you subscribe, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know. But it's a lot of things you can, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, just, you know, unlock all type of little different things. You can create a business, anything around it. You can, like you say, you can turn that into a smart contract. Cause that's all the NFT is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just so many different things you can kind of do with it.
Yeah, and so the NFTs and lastly I said we talked about staking and pretty much just any other like innovative project that you might see that you might like. So it's things like that you may want to look into. It's up to you. Back to like building your own theory and the way you see things. Building your persona, your investor persona.
Right.
You know, and how you see things, your risk tolerance based off of how you know what I'm saying, see things. So
it really starts with you though. You know what I'm saying? You got to really want it. Because like when I say that, boy, I done went through a lot with it. Cause when I was working at the plant across the river as enough. So I'm over there, you know what I'm saying? So they doing 401k, so they matching dollar for dollar, right? So boom, I go over here, so I'm over here, so I gotta work like a year probation or whatever on it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so before you get hired on permanent, right? So boom, I go over there, mind you, I'm steady burning the whole time, I'm dirty, you know what I'm saying? They do, you know, they did deliver one picture, boom, I got through. And so however. So like they doing a match, you heard me, dollar for dollar. So I was already, this was like 2022, this winter market, and I seen all my money go down, and I'm like, man, and so now I'm just studying every day. And so I had got the little job over there, they did match dollar for dollar. And so boom, man, when I say on everything, boy, I put like 60% of my check in 401k for like 10 months. Ooh. You heard me? I'm talking about 10 months. I'm steady burning, steady thing. I say, they already told me y'all go hire me, y'all like me. You heard me? I'm doing my thing, but y'all pull hair follicles. I got to go through a hair follicle to get on. So I'm saying to myself, boom, man, look, I ain't really tripping when the time, boom, I'm just steady doing my thing. I work night shift, day shift. I'm reading financial literacy by dummies at nighttime where I'm listening to audio books, everything while I'm on my lunch. I'm back there taking notes in the book. These niggas looking at this nigga. I got goals in my mouth. Like, they think, you heard me? But I'm like that, but I'm like, I'm on some whole, boy, I done went into a whole nother, that's just like people be thinking my account fake. Talking about, man, as you on what I be talking, you heard me? This ain't, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, I was on that. And I say, bro, when the little 10 months was over with, that's how I started my little investment. That's how I found out about the 401ks, IRAs. So after that little 10 months, I had like about 7K in the little 401k from them 10 months. Yeah. From them 10 months, I had like about 7K. You heard me? So so now I'm trying to figure out how I can get a hold of my money. Yeah. So I'm like, bam. So I'm like, I call the people. I'm like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Man, who I need to talk to or whatever. So they like, yeah, need to find out who owned it. So boom, long story short, I seen that Charles Schwab was like the beneficial with the people. So boom, I got in touch with him. So I'm talking to the white boy owner, like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. So I'm asking them buku questions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm acting. I'm like, so what I'm investing in? Boom, boom. I did like my third time. I've been calling because you know what I'm saying. They were like, if you don't know, you got to call. So I've been calling, just asking them questions too. They can only tell you so much, but I get off and then put something together and write a couple more questions down. Call next day. Hey, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And once I figured that out, they were talking about the lit funds because it was a 401k, so it's like you know, like after tax money or whatever, it was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't taxed or whatever, so you can't kind of commingle funds. You can't send this money, untaxed money to a tax money account or vice versa, stuff like that. So he kind of like put me on that game. So I was like, all right, so boom. I went back, did a little more homework, calling that down, like, all right, so boom. So I figured out, so he like, well, first you got to know what kind of IRA you want and this and that. So I got to another brick wall, so I like, all right, bet, boom. So I went did my thing. I'm like, what's the pros of a traditional and a Roth? Boom, and I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I need the Roth then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it pretty much on you if you know what I'm saying. Think about long-term wealth building, you want the Roth. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, boom. I called back. Yeah, all right. I need the Roth, and like, well, you know, this not tax money, and you know, that's pre-tax money, so you can't send it to that and this and that, this and that. So I'm like, well, what I need to do? You know what I'm saying? What you mean? So what? How can I get it? He like, well, you know, and I asked him so many questions till he gave me the game. He like, I had to create a rollover IRA, right? Mm-hmm. And I had to turn my 401k over to a rollover IRA and pay the taxes, you know, on the money up front right there. Yeah. And then once I turned into a rollover Roth IRA, you know what I'm saying, I was able create the Roth IRA with it, you know what I'm saying? And so that's how I started off with that, you feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Worked them little 10 months, put 60%, got the little 7K, boom, rolled it over into TD Ameritrade. Now I got out of that because now I'm trying to trade in the stocks. Yeah. So I'm trying to, created a self-directed IRA, which is a Roth IRA, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I had to go through to get that. And so I started off with I ended up with probably about $4,500 or something like that after I paid them people they tax on that. Yeah, I ended up about $4,500 out to $7,000, something like that. And so that's what started me on my little journey with the little crypto thing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that went up to like the 20 or 21, whatever, boom, and then came down, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of got started with that. Yeah. I just had sacrifice. But I said that to say you got to really want it. I put 60% of my check, nigga, for 10 months, for down there a whole year to get the match of dollar, you feel me? Hey, just to maximize, for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I ain't play with it. You got to have a real plan. You got to really want it. I had really just wanted it. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was up. Yeah, you know, so you got to maximize everything. They weren't playing. For real.
Speaking of 401ks, right? Like, from my understanding, you know, I've been pretty much entrepreneur my whole life. Like, ever since 2014, after that wreck and stuff, like, I was forced into entrepreneurship. It wasn't until just like 2023, you know, I decided I was end of 2023, I was like, man, look, I'm gonna, get back to the workforce a little bit. And I started doing some stuff, and some stuff happened on the job to where like I got injured like in like a month or something like that. So I felt like it was a sign to not just keep doing what you was doing, because I had a plan where it was gonna be temporary anyway. Right. But things happened to where it was just like, I just feel like it was a sign. So it's like, my point is like, I ain't ever really have the opportunity to really even do the 401k thing. Right. You know, so sometimes people ask me, like my mom asked me, and from my understanding, if they not matching, it's not worth it because they got fees and all of that. Yeah. So where it's like you can kind of pretty much do it yourself. Yeah. I
ain't never know what a 401k really was until, you know, I worked. I ain't never asked for one of them at another job. They probably got something that I ain't never even claimed. Yeah. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, by me reading it at that time, and that's where it started. It was like, you know, do the 401k, get matched, and get you a high yield savings account.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I had started. You know what I'm saying? And that's an easy way to start. You get a Capital One on account, whatever, giving you, you know what I'm saying, a high
If they're not matching it, is it worth it still or what?
Yeah, it's worth it.
Even if they're not matching it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it because you getting the value of what you investing in. You know what I'm saying? That price, you get that priced in.
Yeah, so
You know
the
what I'm
fees
saying?
don't really affect it that much?
No, not really. That's why you got to call and see what your fees is.
Yeah, see, well,
That was the whole point. I called. That's the whole point. I had called because the book say you got to call.
Yeah.
I did everything that been said. For real. That's why I'm steady calling. That's what the book say.
Shout out to that book,
Man, you gotta kind of get friendly with them almost. Instead of asking somebody in the street, they like, shit, ask them.
Yeah. I didn't
Ask them. Call them anytime they got an answer.
Yeah.
Ask them.
Hey, I'm gonna have to link that book, man. Shout out to that book, whatever that
man.
book is.
Financial Literacy for Dummies.
I'm gonna find it.
Tell I ain't lying, bro. For real.
So yeah, y'all. So
Yeah,
for the 401k, man, look, y'all, if that's something that you need to utilize, if it's available, utilize it, especially if they match it. That's free money.
That's free money.
That's free money, man.
Yeah. You gotta
saying?
ask the question. Some of them match up to a certain extent, to a certain amount. Some,
stuff like that.
you gotta, you know, at the time mine was dollar for dollar. It was
that's
all the way.
pressure,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
pressure.
and you know, but that way you start. You know what I'm saying? Get you a high yield savings account. But like now that I'm into crypto, the high yield savings account will be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just put it in Bitcoin. Open you a Coinbase account, do the little free $80, transfer that over, and start with that. Make that your little kind of savings account. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little a rainy day account. You see what I'm saying? You know, but you know,
it's liquid. You can sell it.
Yeah.
You can sell it anytime you want if you need to.
Yeah, because really like it go like, all right, just say like you got 100% of your money, right? So boom, you supposed to put like the formula is like 10% financial freedom account, right? 10% long-term savings account, right? So 55% is like for necessities and everything, you know what I'm saying? Then you have like, but I do 50% necessities, then you got 10% education and 5% giveaway, but I give away 10% because I give tithes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the formula to like separating your money. Like, so my financial freedom account is my TD Ameritrade account. Like I say, small like online savings account, and then you as your money grow, you searching, you want a higher yield on your money. So every a year or 3 years, you looking to adjust the yield and search for a higher yield on your money till you get to, you know, and you doing the same thing from a business standpoint, and you meet, and that's the infinite wealth formula or whatever. But you have your financial freedom account, which is my TD Ameritrade account. So I got, just say I get $1,000 every time. I got $100 go there automatically. My long-term savings account, whatever they are, $100 go there automatically when I get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and then my education account, you know what I'm saying, which I just use like my savings account, like on my credit union, one of my credit, I just use that as the education, because all I gotta do is just transfer $100 there, put $100 there. If I, you know what I'm saying? Depends on what you're making. And so and you don't cheat yourself. That's the discipline too. Then I do my little 100 on tithes or whatever, and it's done, boom. You know what I'm saying? So and it's about being consistent with that. And so out that 50%, I'm putting as much as I can in crypto or whatever in there, because I ain't got to worry about stocks or all that or whatever, because that's already going to that, my financial freedom account, which I got my long-term stocks. which is your holding stocks is your financial freedom account. The ones you holding, not doing options on. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, you want to always, because it's about always having liquidity and buying. You know what I'm saying? So even if your price ain't struck, you still want to consistently put that in there to have that money on deck for when, you know what I'm saying, we have a crash or pullback or whatever. So, you know, you have that, then you got your long-term savings account, which is like your rainy day account. You know what I'm saying? And so like, you rotate it too, like after a minute, like just say you reached the quota in your education account or your rainy day account. So now you ain't got to put 10% here no more. I can just put 5% and start putting 15% in my financial freedom account once you reach your quota. And that's how you just keep going. You know, it's a whole little formula though, but it's up, you heard me? You gotta figure it out and put these scratches together. But yeah, I paid for that information though. You know what I'm saying? That was a real billionaire gave a nigga that information, you know what I'm saying? That I paid for this little thing for, you feel me? And he put me on that, you heard me? Yeah, so that's for free. You know what I'm saying?
I just finna say
that's like, for free. He put me on. I paid for that. I paid like $1,000 for that little course for the information. But I'm just saying.
This how you bless the hood.
Yeah, I paid $1,000 for the information.
This talk about giving turkeys. Yeah. And man, this how you bless the hood. I paid
$1,000 for the information, man.
This how you bless the hood, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like I say, man. I was on crypto in 2017, but I just put a little into it. I bought some Litecoin, a little something. I was just playing around.
To be honest, that's how I heard about Coinbase kind of through you, because you put Brandy on it.
Yeah.
That before it went public and all that.
Yeah.
And then Brandy told me about it, because that's how I had already had a Coinbase account kind of. But that's when you were getting the graph tokens and all that for free around that time. Stellar and they were doing all that around that time. And I had did that account too though. But I ain't really know nothing about it, so I ain't really think nothing about it, you know what I'm saying?
Me either, though. That's why I get tripped out on, because I'm like, bro, I didn't really pursue that like how I should have. I'm so focused on music and YouTube and this and that, just being an artist and content creator, to where it's like, man, I missed out. Even making t-shirts and stuff like that. That's why I said, that's why I stopped, because I'm like, I gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? So I had to. People don't be understanding, like, man, I'm missing out on money, but I'm looking at a bigger picture. That's not my passion, my purpose. Making t-shirts or doing camera work, you know, for other people. Like, you know, I'm not in no selfish way. I'm just saying I'm on a higher calling, man. You know, that's just pretty much how I look. I'm on a higher calling. And I'm not finna do something if I'm not happy doing it. I don't care how much money it make. If I'm not happy doing it, I'm not trying to do it. I had to do it temporarily to get myself out of that situation. But overall, I'm gonna create the lifestyle, the life that I desire to live. And that's what this about. Turning it into mobile, creating the life that you desire to live. Man.
That's what it's about though. You know, because you got control of it. You got control of it. Just, you know what I'm saying, be on some lazy shit and just don't be wanting to do this and do that. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta just want it, bro. You gotta get it, gotta want it, man. It's 2025 though. But you know, it gonna be on you. You gonna regret it later anyway if you don't get on it. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Because like we ain't never had access to this much information never in the world, you know what I'm saying?
And tools.
So, man, we ain't never had no access to all this information, you feel me?
And we got tools like AI and stuff like this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, our people didn't have this back in the day. Our ancestors didn't have access to this, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't even teach us. So we not going to learn about it because it wasn't even invented, and they don't even know about this type of stuff. So now that we do, we got to utilize this stuff besides letting it consume us. We got to become producers. We on social media scrolling all day when we could be using this phone to research some crypto.
Or trying to get paid on it.
Or trying to, start your own business or with your Spotify, or your Shopify, you creating a store, selling t-shirts online, something. You got something that you good at doing to where you could probably turn it into more online. There's people that's mechanics, showing people how to change brakes, building the following on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to do, man, create that life.
That's what it's about, what you do, you know?
You do.
I'm creating my blueprint on how I feel, you know, what suit me and my, you know what I'm saying, my strengths and
and that's that's what I was gonna say, like what would you recommend, like, you know, like as far as like getting started to kind of build your theory? I know it's like we talk about education, that gotta be the first one.
Facts.
Diving into learning about economics and how all of this work. But also your personal development, watching channels like mine.
That's the thing.
And
that's the game changer there.
books. If you don't like to sit down and read physical books, listen to the audio books.
That's the game changer. Yep.
Listen to the audio books.
That's the game changer.
Or you can watch some YouTubes. If you don't want to listen to long 8 hour, whatever, watch some YouTube. Or, just find your way that's comfortable for you, that work for you, so you don't stop doing it. And that way you can learn how to do it a way that you like to do it, that's comfortable for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that education, find a way to, that personal development and stuff.
Yeah, that's where it's at right there.
And from there, man,
that's where it started though.
Yeah, and just finding out what you want, and from there you'll know, man. You'll be able to come, man. Look, I want to invest in this because I like this.
Yeah.
This is my goal.
Right.
So let me put this. Let me put that. Man, knowing what you want out of life, make your decisions a lot easier.
That's what you got to start with that, because like where I started, I ain't know nothing from nothing. I ain't understand none of this whole world.
Yeah.
But I had to create me like a vision. I had to have a vision on like a end result on like what I want to see, what I want, you know what I'm saying, or what I want to accomplish, you know what I'm saying, in life or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And so, I had to go through all that, and then, really still didn't know which way to go, because you still like, well, dang, you try this, try that, and then, you know what I'm saying, and like, man, that ain't work, you jump to this, you know what I'm saying, jump to that, and then, so you just really like, you really got to start with yourself, and like, because that's where I had to really just stop everything for a minute and really had to just get my whole little mindset together, like, and just start like better habits, because like I ain't really know what I wanted to do. So in order for me, you had to like kind of create the little winning culture and just start like just winning in smaller little things. You feel me? And build up on the wins. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I kind of had to like just chill out, you know what I'm saying? And then I went to work, you know what I'm saying, doing my little thing, like that was a win, put the little 60% in there, boom, boom, doing my little, you know what I'm saying, my little, my little research and doing what I need to do, and just try to create better habits. And once I created the better habit, because like they say, what you do one way, you do every way. So when I tried to like correct things over here, things was over here, I was correcting things everywhere.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kind of like, how you shed skin or get hurt and you heal yourself, and that's what it kind of like had did overall by me just kind of trying to correct my mindset and how I think, you know what I'm saying? And that led me to try to correct everything. And I was not even knowing I was correcting everything, and so that what kind of gave me the overall like grounding, like, all right, because I know what I want to do, but I got 3 decisions on what I want to do. I want to do this, but I want to do this too.
Yeah.
I want to do this too, though.
Yeah.
You heard me? And I like this, but I couldn't really just to myself say that I'm going to do this, nothing else. This all I want to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had to get to that point.
It take.
That I had to see, and I couldn't even understand that. I had to say, all right, this where I'm at. This what I want to do. No questions asked. Yeah. Boom. Pedal to the metal, you heard? That's what it is. And I had to, and once you get to that point, then you can take off and go and drive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But until then, you go still being neutral, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know, because I was just chasing my tail at the same time. But the journey, that was everything though. I got buku data that I collected from there on that journey too though. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot from it.
Same as me.
Yeah,
I just said
you know
I went through what I went through.
Yeah.
And now what I'm focused on and stuff like that, after being focused on just music.
Right.
And switching, But all of that I'm grateful for because it made me who I am.
Right.
All of it, even coming up in the hood, it made me who I am.
Right.
Reading books like that give me a different perspective. All of that made me who, all my struggles, everything made me who I am. So I'm not tripping on it. I'm grateful for it all to be where I am at the point in my life and knowing everything that I know. man, I'm blessed.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
blessed,
that,
you know what I'm saying?
and it's about the confidence too. You got to have that confidence in yourself and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really like look at like you know, like back on my life and like, damn, what a nigga real strength is or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a nigga don't really even know they real strength. A nigga, you know, this and that and everything, but like what's a nigga like real strength that a nigga can say,
Yeah, we don't
you know
think
what I'm
about
saying?
it.
We don't think about that type of the game. We don't know.
No, to even sit
Man, you know how many years it took me to just look at it a whole different way because I was being too intense on myself, like how I'm trying to look at it, the way I'm trying to look at it. And I'm like, man, I'm looking at it the whole wrong way, man. I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just about from all your whole life, winners go win, you feel me? So it's just about having that winning attitude. And like I said, my whole life I never was a follower. I always created a trend, or I always kind of try to figure something, or I always took somebody else's thing and learn from it. I had to sit down and know them strengths though, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of had to kind of learn myself, like, cause you know, niggas move so fast, nigga don't be really even questioning they, you know, on some stupid shit, but you know what I'm saying, like on some real deep, like, you know what I'm saying, you down to be scared of the answer, you might get yourself, you heard? So you don't even really answer that and did so much, you know what I'm saying, stuff, so you kind of be in a whole nother world, you feel me? So you gotta just come to that solid ground, you feel me?
That's back
gotta
to
come to that solid ground.
The world and the
figure yourself out,
and the culture that we live in. That's just how we came up.
It take a lot to get through that, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it take a lot to get through that, like mentally, you feel me?
And like I said, that's why I made this channel.
Yeah, it take a lot to get through that.
This whole brand, I'm putting all people on game about it because, like I said, I didn't know this type of stuff, but I know the power of it, and I've seen it so far, my success so far, and I could just imagine where I'm going, and I'm just, just the beginning.
Right.
So just like
get excited, you heard?
Yeah.
That's how it is, though. That's how I feel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. And man, I say, bro, so y'all gotta utilize this. Y'all utilize channels like mine. Like on the other video, my beginner video, I broke down like ways to think about finding your purpose and stuff. Asking questions like, if all jobs paid the same, what job would you do? What do you want to change in the world? Something that's meaningful to you, a change in your family. I talk about things like this, so definitely go check out my channel. And if you want to start getting more into the markets and things like that, definitely follow DeFi Click-house on Facebook. Yeah, follow. He just on Facebook right now. We got to get him a YouTube, but right now, man, look, he on Facebook, man. He like me. Look, we got to get it,
coming
man.
soon, for real though. It be moving so fast, bro. But you know, if you don't know where to start, you know what I'm saying, like, cause I was there, you got to really just start on practicing just better habits and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just start there. Practicing, start thinking on solution based. Man, stop being so negative. Just try better habits. Stop eating bread. Stop eating, you know what I'm saying? Just stop something and start something else. You know what I'm saying? Just positive. And replace it with a positive thing and just stack on that, and it go change your whole mindset. You feel me? It like you say, you do one thing, you do everything, and then you gonna be more conscious, and you know what I'm saying? You gonna be more conscious of the things you do and be more intentional. You know what I'm saying? And so that's you got to start there, cause I know how hard it is to start, cause you don't even really know how to start, but you just gotta first start on you and how you look at things and react to things and start there. Cause that's the solid ground, that's the foundation. You gotta start with you and just start just better habits. It could be something simple, you know what I'm saying? Put your seatbelt on now. If you ride, you know what I'm saying? Start there. It could be, and I'm just telling you, it gonna change for real.
And I get another tip, another habit is pay yourself first. Just how you got a bill, a phone bill, and all this and that bill, you gotta turn it into more bill. So every month, every 2 weeks, I gotta pay $50 to my savings, or 50 to my savings and 25 to Bitcoin. Whatever you want to do, pay yourself first. Make that a bill. You know what I'm saying? So that's another gem right there that you could do.
Yeah.
Like little small habits. It don't have to be a lot. Something simple, just so you can start building a habit.
Right.
$20.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when I first got in it, before the crypto thing, it was like, you know, because that was like kind of advanced when you get to the stocks and all that there.
Yeah.
But when I kind of first started, you know, the books, the financial for dummy books and all this here, it tell you for the utilized 401k. You know what I'm saying? If you got a job, get the dollar for dollar. That's why I jumped on that, because I was reading that book at that time.
Yeah.
If I wasn't reading that financial list for dummies at that time while I was working, I wouldn't have never been on that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, so it's a utilize that, you feel me? So that's the top thing, you feel me?
Well, man, you got any closing thoughts you want to tell? Because we done gave out.
Yeah, man, that's
everything.
for real.
We done gave him everything.
That's what it is, man. For real.
So
you need to go get, if you ain't already got the little free money, go get the little free $80, $70, whatever it is.
Hit the
and
Coinbase.
Transfer it. Do whatever you want to do with it, but turn it into turn it into mo, baby. Turn it into mo.
Turn it into mo, man.
On the real.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro.
Yeah,
like,
turn it into mo.
I already told y'all.
Check me out, DeFi Click-house, man.
Hit the Facebook. We right on time.
Big things popping this year.
Yeah, hey, bro. Hit the Facebook. Subscribe if you not already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Any comments, any thoughts, drop them down below, and definitely don't forget to turn it into mo.
Turn it into mo.
Value all my time, I ain't got no time to chill. The way a nigga hustle, you might think I signed a deal. That life I dream about is what I'm on the grind to live. And I won't be hard to find, it ain't